everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be doing this look, which is more of a Valentine's Day look, but you can do it any time of the year and just switch up the colors. Slow-mo intro, just so you know what it look. Going in with the e.l.f. Everyday Smoking Palette and picking up the baby pink, putting that all over the crease. You can't see it on me, I promise I'm putting something on my crease. I think it's like perfect for like the whitest of the white skin tones. I'm more of in the middle, so it's not really visible on me, but trust me, something's going on there. Just blending. Then I'm going in with the 120 eyeshadow palette and taking a bunch of baby pinks and then putting them on the inner third of the crease. And I'm putting that on with the Studiotools brush that I have. If you want a dupe for that, it's the e.l.f. contour brush, and if you want a higher end dupe, it is the Sephora 61 precision eyeshadow brush. Swooping that all along the crease, trying to blend it out. Packing eyeshadow. I noticed like after editing that it's not really visible, but I was really lazy and didn't want to do my usual setup, so that's why like it's kind of like super direct. Here I'm just taking a reddish orange shade and laying that down so the darker shade that I'm going to put on later in the video will be more intense and true to color. Because if I put it on just by itself, it looks more of a darkish brown than a true like reddish brown that it is. Just creating a V shape with that on my eye. If you have hooded lids or more mono lids, you would put this above your crease to make it more of a smoky eye. Then going in with the Sephora Colorful 5 palette, and I'm taking that reddish brown shade and putting that on the same V shape that I made earlier. It looks kind of like chalky and gross right now, but don't worry, there's going to be a bunch of blending and layering on later on in the video, so don't worry if it looks messy right now, because the end product, it's going to look beautiful. Then I'm packing on some more of the pink shades. I'm blending it out with my no-name eBay brush. Just like any other look, it's a lot of packing and layering and a lot of blending. A lot of blending. Going in again with the reddish orange shade to further intensify the reddish brown shade. Going in with the Sephora Precision powder shadow brush and putting on some more pinks and trying to blend it into the red. Don't worry if it like doesn't look like, if you can't really see it on camera, because once you do this like in real life, you'll definitely see it in the mirror in real life. Don't worry. And then I'm taking the black and the e.l.f. Everyday Smoky palette and intensifying the V shape, making it a little bit darker. This will add like a little bit of more smokiness, a little bit of more sexiness, and elongate your eye shape. This is what works for my eyes. But alternatively, you could just leave it as it is. Then I'm taking the e.l.f. blending brush and blending all the shadows together, trying to make it look seamless and not as chalky as it looks on camera. Then I'm taking the Wet n Wild Creme Brulee eyeshadow single and packing that on the lid. Well, the remaining 2/3 of my lid. You could also put a shimmery shade here, or you can just leave it alone if you want. Then I'm taking the lightest shimmer shade in that Sephora Colorful 5 palette and using that as my inner corner highlight. You could also use a shimmery pink or champagne-y shade if you wanted. It would go really well with the pink. But I figured it works really well with this look. packing that on, I like to put it in a C shape and take it into 1/3 of my waterline and inner crease. Just for drama, I guess. And I'm taking the Wet n Wild kohl pencil in the buff and lining my waterline. Then I am taking the e.l.f. brightening eye pencil in black and tightlining. I know it looks scary, but once you're further into makeup, it's fine. Don't blink as hard as I did though, because then it'll transfer onto your waterline and then you'll get a murky gray instead of a pretty nude. So just be careful and like let it dry. Now I'm taking my NYC liquid liner in black and just doing a winged eyeliner. I like this eyeliner because it dries matte and it's nice. It's really easy to work with also, but if you're more of like a beginner still getting into makeup, I totally recommend using a felt tip pen eyeliner like the LA Girl Fine Line. It's good for making wings. Winged liner. But yeah, just doing that. This also has a matte finish, which is really pretty if you're going more for like a dramatic look, I guess. Finishing up the wing here. I kind of messed up on the top of my edge, so later on you're gonna see me like trying to wipe it away, but I just go in with a Q-tip and wipe it off while it's still wet. That's how like you get your wings really sharp. You can also use a makeup wipe. Makeup wipe. Taking the NYX soft lip cream in Canes and the Wet n Wild lip liner in Willow, and I'm just lining my lips with that, with what seems like forever. The pencil looks way darker than the actual shade is. I would say that it's more of a peachy shade rather than like a brown. Now I'm taking the soft matte lip cream, putting that all over the lips. If you want like a liquid lip, well this isn't a liquid lip, it's more of a cream lipstick I would say. Go for these because they do dry matte, but they do take forever to dry. Now I'm going in with the NYX setting spray in matte finish, drenching my face in it, and when we're done, here's the finished look in slow-mo. Just really pretty, really dewy, super greasy. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good evening.